Hey NinjaDrawsArt Crew, today we're going to be going over my digital sketchbook tour today. This will be covering from July of 21 to August of 22. So this is a year of me doing digital art. I first got my iPad last July of 21, so this is all the things that I was able to do in that period of time and grow my skills. So we're going to start off with my first one, which is based on this how-to tutorial with this little cat. My cat ended up a little bit more funky, but he's still cute. Next we have Hera from Star Wars Rebels, and I really liked her in the show. So here's my drawing of her. I really liked doing her goggles and her head tails. So we have Bakugou from My Hero Academia. I had to do Bakugou since I did Shoto Todoroki and the cute pose from that episode. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So I really had fun doing the background on this one. Next we have a stormy, rough sketch that I was just messing with the light pen. And then this one is a piece that my brother did of a sword. And then another doodle with color, a pirate ship in the sunset. And then we have Link from Skyward Sword. He looks a little bit younger than the Link in Skyward Sword, but it was fun to do him. I definitely redid a Skyward Sword Link, which we'll see later on, and I like that one better than this one. This one's just kind of funny. And then we have another Link. This one is from Breath of the Wild in his Gerudo outfit, the girly one, and I just had to try it out. And this one I used the acrylic brush just to see what it'd be like. My favorite part's gotta be the blurpies. They're just too precious. And the Silent Princess, that's like my favorite flower in the Breath of the Wild game. And then we have Zelda from Skyward Sword. This was around the time I got Skyward Sword for my Switch, so I was playing it, and here's my rendition of Zelda. And then we have a cute little cat sketch. I really liked using that brush with the yarn ball and the cat and the fish. Just too cute. And then we have Alice from The Duke of Death and His Maid, and I really liked this pose with her with the flower, so I had to recreate it. I used a water pen, and that was fun. I think it turned out cool, and I really liked the stars. And I also used like a brush pen, which was helping me get the lines a little more clean and less shaky. And then we have Kana from Dragon Maid. It turned out a little bit more stylized. Not my favorite, but it's still okay. And then we have a realistic with the acrylic brushes on Procreate. It kind of looks kind of funny, but it was my attempt at a German Shepherd. And then we have Zoro from One Piece, one of my favorite characters from One Piece. I started One Piece around this time, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to draw Zoro. His head is definitely more angular in my rendition, so I had to like do it again, which we'll see later on. And then we have Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. I really like Kiki's Delivery Service, and the cat's just too precious. And here's the other Zoro. This is my favorite so far of the Zoros that I have drawn, which is only 2, so I'll have to draw him again, but I liked his desert outfit and the sun set in the background. And then this one is from Case Study of Vanitas, one of the characters in the show, and it was looking funny, so this is just like a rough rendition. I was trying out some different techniques. And then we have the little guys in Skyward Sword, little mechanical guys that come to life. My favorite part has got to be the eye. And then this is just a quote. I was trying to recreate a traditional thing that I did with this quote, so it turned out pretty cool. And then we have Ron Stoppable from Kim Possible. I wanted to try doing him in an anime-like style, so this is how it turned out. And then we have another Link. In this one, I'm titling my Surfer Bro Link, so he's on a beach. This one was fun to do, but yeah, all my links end up differently. I really like doing the sand. That was my favorite part. And of course the water too. And then we have Roy Mustang. I have two different versions of this one. This is the original with the red flames, and then I have one that's with the blue flames. I really liked doing the alchemy symbols and his coat. And then we have Kyo from Fruits Baskets, which this one, his eyes are like my favorite part. His hair is kind of funky, and then the rest of it is kind of, I don't know. I will have to redo this one because Kyo is best boy in my opinion. And then a cringy attempt at Hermione Granger. I have done better, so yeah, gave up. Then we have Amari from Welcome to Demon School, Aruma-kun, and this is when they're at the water park, and I really like this scene where she's showing off her bathing suit, and then the little fishes were my favorite. And then we have Clara from the same show, and I really like doing her scepter and the snake. Those are like my favorite parts. And then we have the mom of Alice from The Duke of Death and His Maid, and this is just a work in progress. I haven't finished the shading yet, but it's cute. And then this is the start of Linktober. So this one is the Re-Dead, and this one was kind of funny to draw and kind of equally horrifying. The next round of drawings are going to be from Linktober. This one's from the 7th. And then we have this one, which I think the prompt was Island, and this was, of course, Link's Awakening, the Konolit Island with the eggs, so it was fun doing this piece. I really liked the water. And then we have Link in his soldier outfit from Breath of the Wild. I like this one too, especially it was fun to do the background, mess around with the pens, and do his armor. And then we have Link again in Breath of the Wild in his Gerudo outfit, the male version. And this one was fun. I really like doing the sky with the moon. And I like this little oasis in Breath of the Wild. And then this one was my first Linktober drawing. I think the prompt had to do with the blood moon, or I think maybe it just said moon, so I wanted to do the blood moon, and I really liked the reds and the purples and the blues in here, and him looking at Hyrule Castle. So this one's one of my favorite from the challenge. And then we have, this one's from the 10th, Zelda in her snow outfit, looking pretty cute. And then we have the Loftwing from Skyward Sword. I was going to draw a Link on it, but I kind of gave up. So we just have his Loftwing flying in the sky. And then we have another Link from Breath of the Wild. I really like his Sheikah outfit, so I wanted to do that. And I really like the I'm cold animation that he does if you're not wearing the proper gear. So I took a picture of that, and then I have him in the field, some mountains in the background, and then the night sky. So I really like how this one turned out. It's one of my favorites. And then we have another Linktober one. This one's from the 14th, and the prompt was inventory, so I drew a fairy in a bottle. We're at another one of my Linktober drawings with the little Korok seed inside the big tree. I wanted to do that scene where the main Korok is on his little rock with his leaves and the little mushrooms. This was fun to do. And then we have one of the great fairies from the fairy fountains. I think the prompt related to fairy, so I ended up doing this one. And then we have I think it's Impa's granddaughter. I think her name starts with a P. Not my favorite Linktober drawing, but not bad for a first attempt at drawing her. This is from the 18th. And then the main thing that I like about this one is the cat is so grumpy. And this is a Link from Twilight Princess. I don't like this one as much as my other Links, but cat is on point. And then we have October 20th. The prompt was Postman, so I saw this outfit Link was in, like in the postman's outfit, so I had to draw it, and it was pretty funny. I like how the hands turned out in the hat. Pretty cool. Another different Link. And then this was a concept idea. I wanted to have Zelda holding the sword, the Master Sword, but I didn't really like how this was turning out, so I scrapped this idea and then just drew the Master Sword. And then I think the prompt had to do with the Lost Woods, so I was trying to draw the overhead view of like Link's awakening, where we have Link and the little raccoon buddy inside the Lost Woods, but yeah, I kind of scraped this idea and then ended up doing this picture of the Lost Woods with the little birds, and this was really fun doing the fog effect. Every time I think of the Lost Wood, it just reminds me of the little music bits. And then this one was the 25th. The prompt was Legends of Truth, so I just drew this quick sketch. And then we have another drawing. This is from the 26th. Some of my drawings for Linktober are traditionally, which will probably be seen in another video, but this one is from the Wind Waker, and I really liked drawing this chibi form. I tried to draw like a chibi form in my own style of this particular character, but I wasn't really liking how it was turning out. My favorite part has to be the little bird thing off to the side. And then we have Hisuian Zoroa, and this one is just too cute. And then this was my rough sketch idea for trying to draw Hercules in an anime style. So this is the final copy after I restarted, and it turned out pretty cool. I like Hercules. And then we have Kami from Kami Can't Communicate. I think my favorite part of the drawing is her hair. And then we have Sasuke Uchi. And this one is another attempt at me drawing Sasuke. I think it's better than my first attempt drawing him traditionally, but I definitely want to try drawing his teenage form as well. And then we have another drawing of Hercules in his god form. It was really fun doing the glow effect to make him look godly, so this one was fun. And then we have Kakashi, young Kakashi, and I really like doing like the tree cloud background here and his thumbs down. And then this was an attempt at drawing some characters from an anime that had like cats in a maid cafe. I think it's called Nikopara. And then we have Zen from Snow White with the red hair. And then this is Nami from One Piece. I was liking how I was doing the shading, but her hair and her mouth, things just started looking weird, so I kind of scraped this one. So another unfinished piece. And then we have Moroku from Inuyasha, and I used the water pen again for this one, the watercolor brush. This one was fun to do. And then we have Minato from Naruto with his pose with his book, which I thought was cute. And then I'm like, well, let's make this more Christmassy and add a Santa hat. This one, which I can't remember what the anime's name is, but the character was cute, and I really liked how her hair like was poofy, so I wanted to do the scene where her hair was poofy and she was surprised. Her hands turned out good, and the hair is my favorite part. And then we have the other character from that same show, the main love interest, and this one was funny to do. And then we have Violet from Violet Evergarden, and I like doing her little brooch. This is just a blank page. And then we have another wallpaper for Christmas idea. So with Albert Hawk from The Saint's Magic Powers Omnipotent. And I really liked doing Albert Hawk. I was like, well, let's put him in a Santa suit. So that's what this is about. And then I put little trees and presents in the background. And this just ended up being just too cute. And then this is a cartoon version of me. It was when I was brainstorming what my little YouTube icon was going to be, so this one turned out cute. And then this is what it ended up being. And then we have Inosuke from Demon Slayer. I really liked this pose, so I wanted to try recreating it digitally, and it just ended up turning up pretty funny. Inosuke is pretty funny though. And then we have Sei from Saint's Magic Powers Omnipotent. I kind of gave up on this one because the hair was looking weird and her expression and her face. And then this one was my attempt at drawing Princess Yue, and definitely did not do her justice, and I scrapped this one as well. And then we have Multiverse Monarch, alter ego for Amelie. I really liked her design, so I wanted to recreate a fan art, and I think it turned out great. And then this is my drawing of Cindy Lou Who. And then this one, I thought it was super hilarious when Zenitsu Inosuke and Tanjiro were dressed up as girls in the entertainment district art, so I wanted to draw their funny face screenshot thing, but didn't end up finishing this one yet. I definitely should try to finish this one up. And then we have Shillian. This is when I started watching Heaven's Official Blessing and then reading the light novel. And Shillian is one of my favorite characters from the show, so I wanted to draw him. And this is how it turned out. I want to draw Shillian again. And then we have Songlong, and I really like the scene where he's in the wagon with all the hay. And I was testing out how to make it look like he's in the shade with the lights shining through the branches. So I followed a tutorial and I think that turned out cool with the lighting. So I was trying to do different lighting effects. And then we have Fenugen, this is my favorite one of Fenugen. There was a few failed attempts, which we'll see shortly. And here's the first one of Fenugen. I was trying to do a full body and it was just looking a little bit crazy. And then here's another one, which definitely look a little bit more angry. And then we have Long Wanji from Modao Zusher. And I really like that light novel as well as the animated version as well. And here's the finished piece with the little bunny, Wei Wuxian, and then the branch in the background. I had a video about this particular piece, so if you want to learn more about it and my process, you can see that video. This is from my challenge of drawing my coworkers in an anime-ish style. And here's the final one of that same video. And then we have Lord Shishomaru. I really like his character design in Inuyasha, so I wanted to recreate that, and I think this turned out great. I really like the moon that I added and the lighting, and his eyes kind of were glowing. And then this is when I was playing Pokemon Legend Arceus, which I still need to finish it up, but here is my little character in the game, and then I really like the Growlithe, so I drew Growlithe. And then we have Lord Ferdinand from Ascendance of a Bookworm, and I really like this scene where we have like sunset clouds in the background and his hair blowing in the wind. And then we have another Inosuke sketch, him in the girl outfit. I want to finish coloring it, but I haven't come back to this one just yet. And then this is a sketch of something that I gave up on. And then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi in an anime style. Not the best, not horrible, but pretty funny. And then we have Hua Chung from Heaven's Official Blessing. I really like the preview to the second season of the animated show. Can't wait for it to come out. And then we have Sasuke from Sasuke Immuno, which is one of my top favorite shows of the year so far. It's just too precious, and Sasuke is pretty cute. I haven't drawn Miuno yet, but I definitely should get on that one. And then we have Natsu from Fairy Tail. This is a rough sketch. I wanted to kind of draw him doing his nin pose, pretending to be a ninja. That's just too funny in the show. And this is my first attempt at drawing Raphtalia. Didn't like how it's turning out, so this is my second attempt. Naofumi, I think, turned out better. Raphtalia is still a little bit funky. This is a zombie shark. After seeing that article about the poor shark that was left to die in the aquarium that closed down, that kind of creeped me out, but here he is. And then this was my attempt at drawing the character from Turning Red, and didn't like how the red panda turned out, so gave up on this. And then we have another drawing, quick sketch of Shillian and Hua Chung. And then I'm not sure what this was supposed to be, but gave up on that. And then we have Seth from Radiant. I think he turned out cute. I especially like his horns. And then this is an original character that I created. And then we have another drawing of Link, again in the Gerudo outfit, staring at the dog. I like the dogs in Breath of the Wild, so this one was a fun piece to do. We have another Link. This one was inspired by the game trailer for Breath of the Wild 2, which I can't wait to come out, but I didn't like how this one was turning out, so I scrapped this idea. And then this was my attempt at drawing another original character. Wasn't really liking the design, so gave up on this one. And then we have Anakin and Padme. This was one of my concept ideas for a May the 4th drawing. I wasn't liking how it turned out, but I do like some of the second Anakin sketch. That's cute. And then this one is one of the characters from Skip Beat, my first attempt at drawing him. And then here's the second attempt. Then we have Hirano from Sasuke Uchi, another one of the characters. I really liked his delinquent outfit, so I wanted to draw Hirano in that. And this is how it turned out. Then we have another Kakashi drawing, and I really liked his quote, "Sorry I'm late. I got lost on the path of life," so I kind of wanted him doing that waving pose. And this ended up turning out pretty cute. I like this one. Then I was starting to do Mermaid, so this was the first day, and this one was inspired by the prompt work. So I thought, I was watching Spy Family at the time, and I really love Lloyd Forger, so I'm like, let's make him into a working mermaid. Give him a coffee mug, and I really like this sketch. And then here's another mermaid drawing. So this was my second attempt at doing Skyward Sword Link, and I like this one way better. And him, I think the prompt was siren, so he is the siren luring you into the ocean. And then we have Rimuru as a mermaid for another one of the mermaid prompts. I like this one too. And then I was trying to draw Ahsoka as a mermaid for the prompt Star Wars Day or Mermaid, but I wasn't really liking how any of these were turning out. And then we have another character from Sasuke Uchi. And then this one was just a doodle for the 6th of May, and it was inspired by the cover of Heaven's Official Blessing. So we have Shillian and Wachung underneath the ocean, and they're supposed to be mermaids. I just left this one as a sketch as well. And then here's another idea for that Star Wars prompt. I was trying to do Princess Leia, because I saw some cute ideas as Leia as a mermaid. Didn't like how mine was turning out though. And then for the prompt Ghostly, one of the days in Mermaid, I thought of doing Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. So this is my first concept idea, and then this is my final piece. And I think he turned out great as a mermaid. He's just too creepy but cute at the same time. Then we have this one, which was inspired by the TikTok trend where you turn the character's face just to make it easier for you to draw a certain part. So we have Lloyd Man, and then we have Yor Forger, as I wanted to draw Yor from Spy Family 2. And then we have Doctor Strange from the Multiverse Madness. I really like the scene where we have the staircase and the sunset feel in the background, so I wanted to recreate that in my style, and I was like, well, Doctor Strange is all about the multiverse, so let's make a multiverse anime version of Doctor Strange. I think he turned out excellent. I really liked his beard. Turned out way better than Obi-Wan's beard. This was a quick sketch of Anya, and I didn't like how it was turning out. And then we have Hinata Hyuga from Naruto, and I really like doing the little paint splatters and the water effect in the background for this piece and the shading. Then we have Reki from Skate to the Infinity, which I'm so excited for the next season of this show. I can't wait. I'm glad it's getting a second season, but I started this show this year and fell in love with it, especially the two main characters. Then I tried to draw the other main character, Longra, but I liked how the hair was shaded. The actual it being on the head not looked good, so this one got scrapped. And then we have little Lechonk, the chonky boy from Pokemon Scarlet Violet, which I'm looking forward to playing the game, and I kind of want to do a drawing of Fido as well. Then we have another character from Pokemon Violet Scarlet. We have Miraidon, which I think it's really cool that you are going to be able to ride the legendary Pokemons in the game. And then we have one of the characters from Link Click, and I really like the scene where we have the background with the clouds that are pinkish and purpley, and I liked how this one turned out, especially his hand. And then we have the other main character in Link Click. Then we have my attempt at drawing Plankton as an anime boy. And then this is from the challenge where you don't know exactly what color you're picking, the Grayscale challenge, so I have a little TikTok with this one as well. And then we had Roy Mustang, which was another TikTok challenge that I did, and I really liked how this piece turned out, especially the tear and the rain and his hair. Then we have a quick rough sketch of trying to draw Naruto. Didn't like this one. Didn't like this one either, trying to draw Jiraiya. And then we have another concept idea for one of my TikTok art challenges with the minions on a beach with bananas, and then came up with this piece with the skeleton with the bananas and treasure. And then this is Zenitsu, which I don't know what happened, but he kind of looks more ugly than Zenitsu usually is, so I'll have to try drawing Zenitsu again. It's not horrible, it's not great. And then I like this sketch of Jiraiya and Naruto with his little froggy purrs and Jiraiya handing off the popsicles. And we have another two characters from Demon Slayer. We have Tengen and his brother, and I really like the contrast between these two in this piece in particular. And then we have Yami, captain of the Black Bulls, and then this is Aharin from the anime with the title Aharin something. I'll include the title in the video, but this show is just too cute, and Aharin does some pretty funny stuff. Then my brother got a hold of my digital sketchbook again, and he drew this piece. And then we have Damien from Spy Family, and then here is another drawing of him, and this was what I used to create my little short where I was insulting Damien. That was fun to do. And then we have Spark from Pokemon Go. I really liked his card in the Pokemon Go set of cards for the trading game, so I wanted to do Spark in my style, and I think he turned out really cool. I really liked doing his leather jacket and the Pokeball. Then this piece was inspired by a piece that my brother had on his phone, and we both tried to recreate it in our own style, and I really liked how this Skyward Sword link turned out as well. And then this is my brother's version of that same drawing. And then we have a minion quick sketch. And then this is my current piece that I'm working on, which is Datara. Well, thanks for coming with me and going through my drawings for a year and my progress that I've done drawing digitally. I've definitely improved quite a bit. We'll see you next time. NinjaDrawsArt out.